Hi everyone, so next we're going to be talking about how to log in the user, but first we need to import a few more things at the top. Let's import, so let me just organize this so I could see everything that we have imported. Sign in with email and password. Let me put a comma here. There we go. So we're just going to sign in with email and password here. And we're going to have to create another function area here. So after, let's see, after register, we will put login. And we're going to set up another async here. And we're going to do the try catch to catch any errors that may occur. So what we're trying to do here is we're just trying to make sure we grab the authentication, make sure this application has the right authentication, and then we're able to match that email and password with the database from Firebase. And we'll just console log what comes back. Now we just need to add this login form. So what we'll do is we'll add a second form below. So right below the first form, we'll add a new one. And for this one, we also want to do this on submit handle submit. So it's just going to reset the form after the user fills it out. And we're just adding a label here for email. And we're going to do another input field, so I could just copy the one from above. And then I'll just change it to email. And we're going to set login password. So one thing we haven't set up yet is the useState. So let's actually go back up to the top and set up the login information here, because we want to be able to capture the login. So we'll do login email and set login email useState. So we got the login password and also login email. So now we can start storing information within these useStates. So you should have all of these useStates set up right here. These are the 5 that you will need so far, at least for this application. Next, we'll go down here and finish the rest of this form here. I'm just going to duplicate the form. So this is the email part, but we'll also add one for password. So this one should actually be set login email. The first one is set login email. and then the other one is set login password. So we got the email and password input fields ready on this login form. So all we need to do is just add the button. And what we're going to do with the button is on click, we're going to do something. We're going to trigger that login form that we set up at the top. And it's going to be user, login user. So whenever the user clicks on this button, it'll trigger login, which would be at the top right over here. This is the login that we've just set up. And it's going to use async await because it'll wait for the information from the database to double check and verify based on the authentication. And also it's going to double check that the email and password are the same. And then it'll be able to display the user information in the database or on screen as well. You'll be able to display it right down here where we set up the other divider information. We're grabbing the user email. If you haven't seen that video yet, you can check out the previous episode, or I think it's part 3, and you'll be able to see how this part was set up. So let's test this part out now. So I'm going to refresh here. And what I'm going to do here is I'm just going to close it completely. And I'm just going to refresh. I am going to open a brand new incognito mode. So right here you see there's nobody logged in. I already registered someone before from the previous video, so what I'm going to be doing now is logging in that already registered user. So I'll say new@new.com, and then I'll enter in the password that I set up. I'll click login, and you can see here that I've now logged into that new@new.com user. And if I right click and inspect, the user information should be here as well in the console. So right here, user credential. If I open it up, user, you can see here I get all that Firebase information back to me. So again, if you need this code, I will be sharing this part of the video code on GitHub, and the link will be down in the description box below.